All right, guys, what is going on? This is episode 69 of the VF Cast. I am VF Baller. And over here, we talk about gaming and everything under the umbrella. And at the end of the month, I try to do a podcast episode for the channel. And it really just talks about things that happened throughout the month or things that have happened that I just didn't make a video for. And just try to wrap up the month in gaming or whatever the case may be. So hopefully this will be a really good episode. I've been kind of lacking on episodes because it's just so spaced out. So I haven't really been coming up with pretty good topics, and I want to apologize for that. But nevertheless, here we are. We're going to be talking about the PlayStation Plus, the price increase. We're also going to talk about the frame rate issue with Metal Gear Solid 1 and probably the resolution as well. Metal Gear Solid 1, Volume 1, the Master Collection, I guess, or Master Collection Volume 1. And also we're going to talk about Volition, the Saints Row developer has been shut down. It's probably right before I did this episode, I noticed that they were shutting down. So that is crazy. So 3 topics for this show. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you don't mind, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. And I want to thank everybody who's been subscribing as of lately. Had a pretty good increase this month, and I really, really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys will hang around and like the content, and we'll just go from there. With that being said, we're going to start off with PlayStation Plus. The price increase, it goes up, and it is somewhat insane how much it goes up. The essential plan goes up from $60 to $80. Well, $59.99 to $79.99. The extra plan goes up to $100 from $100 to $135. So that's what is $99.99 to $134.99. And the premium plan is from $120 to $160. So that's $119 to $159. Man, I don't know how to feel about this, but I am looking at this like this is a weird situation. I don't know how to feel about it because I don't mind when the price goes up for certain things. I really don't. But the thing about it is, even though with the essential plan, it's 60 to 80. That's still a little pricey, going up by 20 for a year. The premium plan is going up to 160. And I know they got retro games, but is it really, is it really worth it? I mean, I'm not really sure. Sony has came out with a comment. It says that they're going to, price hike will go in effect globally and will allow the company to continue to bring high quality games and add value benefits to the service. It adds that the yearly plans will continue to come at a discounted rate as opposed to a 1 to 3 month subscription that it offers. I don't know, man. I mean, my thing is like the quality was okay. To me, I don't feel like it's been as good as it was on the PS3. When it came out on the PS4, it was pretty horrible starting off, and then it got better. Now it's okay. You're getting some pretty decent games. You're actually getting some pretty decent retro games as well, even though the quality of them is so-so. But this price increase is a really big deal. I'm not sure if I'm going to partake in it because I like PlayStation Plus, but the free games, do I really want them? More likely, I already have them. So like for instance, I think Alan Wake, the definitive, I think the remaster or something. That's pretty cool. I was going to buy that. I'm probably going to end up buying it anyway, but I'm going to try to finish it just in time. But there's other games that I was on there that I already have because I collect games. So I don't know. But for some people, this is a really good deal. But this price, I don't know at this point. What do you guys think? I'm probably going to not renew because of the fact that it is nothing for me there. So I may just back out of it. I mean, that's just how I feel at this point. I just don't know. So, okay, let's now talk about Saints Row. I'm going to skip over because Saints Row is the new game that you can get on PlayStation Plus. Ironically, it's kind of funny how that plays out. Like right before they're getting shut down, they're going to give you the game for free on PlayStation Plus. So, Saints Row developer Volition Games has been shut down. And there's a lot of problems with this. I did a video about this before about Saints Row and, trying to, let Saints, Grand Theft Auto, what not to do, because all this new culture war and all these things about how to fit in with pop culture has basically taken over Saints Row because people define the developers as, like these woke people that put all kind of stuff in the game, and it kind of brought the game down. Now, was this the reason why Volition Games been shut down? I don't know, but I know the game Saints Row did not help matters. The game was bombed with bad reviews. I was in line to try to buy the game at one point, but I was told by a lot of people, and some people who did watch my old video, not to play the game. And it's really I'll say it's unfortunate, but they kind of had it coming to themselves. It is shut down effective immediately by the Embracer group. They put out a X post saying basically that they were proud to be around for 30 years. I'm paraphrasing. And this past June, they decided they're going to restructure and strengthen the Embracer group and maintain this position as the leader in the video game industry. As a part of that program, they decided to close Volition effective immediately. So everybody who was a part of that group, I think it was like 300 and something plus people, they lost their jobs. And the thing about this is, I can't say, for instance, that Saints Row had an issue. What was the reason why they shut it down? But like I said, those developers didn't help matters. They were going after fans on at the time Twitter. It was going after people who didn't like the content of the game, the fact the game was broken. They doubled and tripled down going against people, and it doesn't help matters. I mean, Saints Row was basically in line with like G4 TV, stuff that's even outside of gaming, Bud Light, Target, all those companies that having issues with, trying to fit in with pop culture or fit in with societal or, political issues. And at the end of the day, you just have to make a good game. Call of Duty was a part of this at one point with the whole situation with, what's the kid name that said, leave the kids alone. They had a Mercs. Yeah, I think it's in Mercs. They had a backlash of that. And you notice they don't say nothing now. They're just trying to promote Modern Warfare 3. You just have to stick to making games and making games that people like, not pushing things that you feel that need to be pushed on to consumers. That type of stuff is shown now that it is a lose-lose situation. Now, I don't know if this game had anything to do with it, but I'm almost certain that it didn't help matters at all. So Saints Row, they're gone, and I'm not gonna say that the game's gone, but Volition Games is gone, and it's really unfortunate. All those people lose their jobs. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it was like 300 people that lost, 300 plus people that lost their jobs. I can affirm, I could probably bet my bottom dollar that it was probably about 4 to 10 people that probably had this vitriol to people that was against the game. And it kind of brought everything down. It's really unfortunate. So at the end of this, almost at the end of this show, I'm going to talk about Metal Gear Solid, the Master Collection Volume 1. I don't understand why this is coming out in the faction that it's coming out in. The game is 720p 30 on the Switch, and I think it's 1080p 30 when it's docked. And I think that the PS5 and Xbox Series is 1080p 60. Look, these games should be running at 4K on the Xbox Series X and the PS5. There's no doubt. It should be 4K 60. These are PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 1 games, and these games should be running at that frame rate and pixel count or resolution. They managed to get 4K content, or basically it reads as 4K on my TV for the PS2 classics and other games that don't necessarily, or like the other games that are the virtual games. So there's no reason for Konami not to do this. But then again, it's Konami. What's to say what's going on here? They have so many ways to make these games in high resolution or ultra resolution. People have been doing it on emulators like forever now. And I don't understand how they're just not able to put this together and make this happen. It's really a pain to see this. Gamers don't deserve stuff like this. These games should be 4K 60 and at least 1080p 60 on the Switch, hands down. The PlayStation 2 runs Metal Gear Solid 2 at 60 frames. Why you can't do it on the Switch? I don't understand the 10. I think these games are like 1080p 60 on the PS3. I want to say that. You can upscale. You can take Metal Gear Solid 1 right now, put it in your PS3, my PS3 behind me. You can put it in the PS3 and it'll run at 1080p because it's upscale, but still, that's doing a better job than what the Switch is doing. You know what I'm saying? In dock mode. I mean, it's really weird. I don't understand how that end up being that way. And they need to do something about this. I don't understand it. It's really disheartening. You know, I mean, these games should not be. I mean, I understand Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater was a 30 frames per second game coming on the PS2, but I think it was 60 frames on the PS3. So how they're not able, 2 generations behind, have this game at 1080p 60? I think it's 1080p 60. I could be wrong. I think it is. I know it running at 60, but why you can't get the game to run at 4K on the PS5? I really don't understand that. That's like really, really weird. You know, so my thing is I'm just at a loss. You know, I'm really thinking about, you know, the state of gaming is. All 3 of these topics right here are somewhat of a negative. Even though, you know, you got a lot of good things in gaming going on right now, you know, and you just have stuff like this. It's really, really disheartening. I mean, not to mention with the last video I did about Rockstar, you know, it just seems like the good days are behind us. And it doesn't need to be this way. But like I said, I like to hold on to my games for a reason. And this is one of them because there are some phenomenal games that came out in the last 10 to 15 years, 20 years. And some of those games hold up very, very well. You know, and to be honest with you, Metal Gear Solid, all 3 of these that are coming out are actually the 3 of those games. Before I get out, I will just say this, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm kind of worried about Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. I don't know if that does come to PS5 or Xbox Series, but that game looks too beautiful already on PS3 to have any issues like this. That game should be running at 4K 60. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It should be. It's doing it now on the PS3 emulator. So I'm gonna get up out of here. If you like this podcast, please let me know. It's basically just a compilation of things that I've been doing throughout the month. Just try to fit some things in that don't make a video for, or things that happen right at the end of the month. And I talk about those. So if you like this, comment, hit the like button, share this podcast, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I am going to go get up out of here. I got some other things I want to do. Be on the lookout for more things on this channel, because I think we're going to start getting the ball rolling a little bit more. Hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. I'm going to get on top of it, and I'll see you guys then. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy, and I'm out. Peace.